Hey guys, it was recently Labor Day, and it's kind of the end of the summer. I did not get to go to the beach, but it did inspire me to give you guys this assignment, which is drawing a sandcastle. So, you guys are going to be using your pencils. I got myself a Sharpie just to make it easier for you guys to see, and I thought, let's draw ourselves a cool sandcastle. So I'm going to give you the basics, and then I'm going to allow you guys to, if you want to, draw your own version of the sandcastle. So we're going to start by drawing the sand, right? You can't have a sandcastle without sand. And so I'm going to draw a little wavy line, which is the sand on our beach. Go ahead and do that as well, you guys. Oh, also, please do orient your paper this way, portrait style, not landscape style, not portrait style. And we are going to start with the castle itself by drawing a short line here. And this line is going to be where our castle, the mid part of our castle wall stops and the top part of it starts. And what we're going to do next is we're going to draw two lines that go slightly outward from our line here. This is the central part of our sandcastle. Now, on top of that, we're going to have one of the towers. These are the parts you've seen before. We'll start by actually doing it here. So we're going to go up and up. You know how castles have those parts that go up, over, down, over, up, over, down? Those are called crenellations, and that's what we're going to draw next. So we're going to go over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, and over. And when you draw these crenellations, try to have the tops line up, right? Tops line up, and the bottoms line up. So these should all line up, and this bottom part should line up. And the next thing we're going to do is draw a couple more of these crenellation parts on the side. So, let's start by, you know what? Actually, let's start by drawing a line here. This is one of our side towers. And I'll draw a line here. This is our second side tower. And then we're going to draw, just like we did there, we're going to draw some more crenellation. So over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up. Do the same thing on this side. Over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, and connect it in. So already, guys, we've got a good chunk of our sandcastle done. What should we do next? Well, let's make some doors. We're going to start with the central door here, and they're just going to make a big arch. Boom, just like that. Now, we're going to have doors on these two sides too, but we won't make them quite as tall, because this is the central entrance, and these are like the side entrances. Let's do the same thing. We'll make an arch here, and an arch here. Now, cool tip for you. If you want to make your sandcastle look a little bit more 3D, one thing you can do, and I'm saying this like it's optional, please do this thing. So about the midpoint of your arch, you want to make a second line that goes like that. And what you're doing is giving that 3D effect that looks where it looks like you could go inside there. So see what I did there? A line. I'm going to do the same one over here. And it's just that same angle, right? It just follows this, but it starts a little bit inside. One more right here. And see how that gave it a really cool 3D look? I love that. Awesome. So next, we can do some decorating. So at this point, this is your basic sandcastle. If you want to add some cool stuff like a cannon or whatever, feel free to get creative with it. I'm going to show you my way of doing it. As long as you have this, you feel free to do some fun, crazy stuff. Put whatever up there. I'm going to draw some flags on these towers. So we got a little triangle flag here. We got a little triangle flag here. And we got a little triangle flag here. Again, if you want to make some kind of different flags, if you want to have some windows in here, That's totally up to you guys. Another thing we want to do is it'll make our drawing look really cool in 3D if we add a horizon. Now this is our sand. That's not our horizon. We want the ocean, right? So we're on the beach. This could be anywhere right now. But if we add the ocean by drawing a straight line that goes like that, we'll imagine it goes straight through and comes out on this side. See, that's the ocean now. We could even add, if we wanted to, a couple little ocean waves. That part's up to you, if you want. Another thing that I would, that I highly recommend is adding a sun. Just a nice, big, round sun. Add a few lines here so that your sun is kind of shining. Maybe one there as well. Ooh, some other things to add. Clouds. We can give it some clouds if we want to. Oops, didn't look like that. Maybe another one over here. Awesome. We could also do, if we wanted to, like some little seagulls in the distance. That's up to you. It's just that same wave, but it's upside down. Ooh, and one really cool thing to do. If you wanted to, you could add like a treasure chest, or maybe a pirate out there. I'm actually gonna add a shovel, so it looks like we actually have the tools that we use to make it here. Just a little simple shovel for fun. Maybe like a shell. Alright, like a clam shell here on the beach. See a lot of these when I go out to the river near my house. You could even add like a starfish, sea star, however you want to say it. I just say starfish, but I know some people say sea stars. You could add a sand dollar, really whatever you want to. And then at this point, if you have time, you should start adding some color. Yellow sun, blue sky, if you want to. That's totally optional. If you have something that looks like this though, you have nailed it. And oh boy, friends, I think that I wish I had been able to go to the beach, but instead we stayed at home, and my wife had a baby. Excuse me, a little cold here. Anyway, I am looking forward to seeing what you do. Ooh, one more thing you could do. If you wanted to, you could add some kind of little dots like this, little texture spots randomly. That will make your sandcastle look a little bit more like it's actually made out of sand. Again, that's up to you. Other things you could add, a bucket, all kinds of stuff. But if you add like a few little dots like this, it just kind of gives it that illusion like, oh, that's made up of little bits of sand. Awesome. Well guys, I am looking forward to seeing what you guys do with this. And until next time, friends, we'll see you later.